Hi, so welcome to Sax Class, oral training or ear training, learning stuff without music. How can we do it? Okay, so we can do this if you've got perfect pitch. It's really easy. However, there is probably, I think, something like 1% of the country that has perfect pitch. And by perfect pitch, I mean that it's almost like cheating on a test. You hear all the notes. So you can hear that it's a C and you can hear that it's a G. And it's a bit like thinking, looking at a hedge and going, well, that's green. Or looking at somebody's flower and saying, it's yellow. You can just tell the colour. So that's what perfect pitch is. We're going to look at training your ear so that you can work out a little phrase or a riff or a tune by using your saxophone and a bit of your voice. Not because we want you to be an amazing singer, but it's just a point of reference that I find really helpful. So, shall we break down this little riff that I was looking at for you? I'll play it again. Nice and bluesy. So, a couple of things we need to think about is start note, whether or not we're going up or down, whether or not we're moving by step or by a leap, and maybe what scale is being used. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a hint for this one. I'm using a pentatonic scale with G as the pentatonic note. So we've got G, A, B, D and E. So we've only got 5 notes to choose from, so I'm narrowing your notes down a little bit. So when we work through this, it will be a case of having a few options to think about. So our start note. So I'm going to play the start note for you. So one idea is that you try and play that note at home, and it's by experimentation. That's how I work out when I'm doing transcribing. So I can give you a G, and you need to think if that's higher or lower than the note that we want, and this is the note we want. So the note that I gave you before, the G, is too high. We want the lower note, okay? So, still not right. That's the note that we want. So if you found it at home, well done. If not, I'll help you out. It was an E. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we've got our first note. Here's the riff again. I'm going to just work on step 1 or part 1, which is the first part of it. So if we have a listen again, just the first bit, we're working our way up. Okay, so snaking around a little bit to a ceiling note, and then we work our way in a different direction after. So let's think of our first note. We've got E, and then the next note in the phrase is this. So using the notes G, A, B, D and E, see if you can think which note that is. I'll play it again for you. Okay, so if you went to A, you went too high. If you went to D, you went too low, and we've not got an F to think about in this scale, so it is a G. Great, so let's move on from there. Do da da. So if you're really cunning, you can hear it goes do da. So we actually steal the first 2 notes we did at the beginning and just play them twice. So here it is. You'll go do da. Great. So let's work a little bit further into the phrase. There are next 2 notes to learn, so you need to think whether or not they're going up or down from where we when we finished from the last little bit that we did. So here's where we stopped. And this is the new bit. Do ha. So using our pentatonic notes, hopefully you got that we're moving from G to our new notes A and B. So this puts our phrase like this. So that's part 1 done. The next bit goes da da do, da do da do. So this is the note we finished on. New bit. Da do da do. So if we use our B as a reference, da. We're going down a little bit to the A, to G, da do, da do, da do, da do. So a bit like the first phrase, we're cheating a little bit and stealing two notes that we're going to play twice. So A, G, A, G. Your turn. Da do da da. So now if we stick that together, we've got one note to finish. And if you can guess what note that is, that would be great. It sounds very familiar to the note we started our phrase on. So we've gone home, downwards to the E. Okay, so let's do the second phrase. Da do da da do. So if we stick it all together, and play a little bit more jazzy and quick. So there you go, we have learnt a phrase by ear. I really hope you liked this little quick video on working out notes using your saxophone and singing as a pitch reference. If you did, please hit us a like and subscribe to Saxcast as a channel. So many videos there that you'll find really useful for a whole load of different things. If you want to leave us a comment about a riff you want to learn or breakdown, or if there's a way that we can help improve that little video for you, that'd be great. Alright guys, take care, happy saxing!